Al Bernstein, my main man.
How are you?
What's up, Top Dog? How you doing today?
It's good to see you.
I'm sitting there right here.
To be here and happy to be here with you.
Come on, Al. You know, I was out there watching you. I said, man, that sounds like my main man, Al Bernstein, out there, man. I had to get close to the camera to see if it was you or not. Somebody was impersonating your voice.
Well, you know, listen, this is great because you are a co-creator of all this, and I know you have a great passion for boxing, and I know that you feel like this endeavor is something that can invigorate the sport, right?
I think it gives boxing another way to perform, because the traditional way of boxing, you just see the fighter come out, box, and then he leaves. But this is more of a production. You see great entertainment, you see great fights, you see great commentating, you see so many different things that keeps you, you know, engaged into this performance/fight that is like no other. And it just makes fighters feel like, you know, if I do want to fight again, or if I do want to fight, this is the perfect platform to fight on, because it's so exciting and so entertaining throughout the whole night.
And the other thing about this, and you've already had a taste of it, is you become a boxing commentator, which is unique. I've seen you interview many boxers. Are you digging it? You enjoying it?
I'm loving it, Al. I'm going to be honest with you, because as a kid, I always idolized Muhammad Ali, and I loved Howard Cosell, the way they had they back and forth and the way that their conversation was strong. And I always wanted to be like that kind of guy, to be the one that the boxers trusted in, believed in, and had fun with, and could also clown around with the boxers too. So I'm just taking my Howard Cosell and a little bit of Ali and mixing it up, trying to do my thing.
There you go. A role model. Now, on April 17th, in addition, of course, you're going to be performing, and you are going to create some music history with Mount Westmore.
Yes,
tell us about that, and that is very exciting.
Man, Mount Westmore is a group formulated by myself, E40, Ice Cube, and Too Short, 4 icons from the West Coast. We came together to put together a musical masterpiece. We will be debuting our first single that night, as well as performing on stage that night. So it's going to be a treat for those that really enjoy West Coast hip-hop and just hip-hop in general. So this is what we do. Mount Westmore, baby.
Very excited. Well, we're all excited to see it. Now, I have been told from a source close to you that you have a special guest for us.
I got something real special up my sleeves, Al. You know, I don't come out for nothing. I got to come out for special events. This is a special event. This fight club is going to be very special, but I got something super, 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 snooper duper special.
Okay.
So without further ado, I'd like to, you know, pop out a little special seasoning salt to this event. Where's my special guest? I smell something golden.
Uh-oh, I know this guy.
You smell it?
I have met this gentleman.
You know this man? That's my special guest right here. The big O.
The great Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar, how are you?
Golden boy, you hear me? What's up, Oscar? How you doing, loved one?
I'm good, my man. How you doing?
I'm good. What you in town for?
I'm, you know, I heard something was going down here, so.
Yeah, I heard something was going down too. I mean, you got great fighters. I've been watching you walk in the ring with your fighters. Your boy Ortiz had a great fight the other night.
Last fight, Virgil Ortiz.
That was an amazing fight. But I feel like it's something missing, man. I keep seeing you in the ring, but I don't see you in the ring. I mean, talk to me.
Why don't you, I mean, you're part owner of a Triller fight club. Why don't you tell me?
I think you should tell him, man. It's you, not me.
Okay. July 3rd, I'm making my comeback.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. You heard it here first, and he dropped the microphone. Only West Coast Kings can do that. You understand me? So with that being said, on the 3rd, he's back in the ring. And now?
Just to make sure everyone understood, Oscar said on July 3rd, he is making his comeback before that mic drop.
So that means he's getting back in the ring, putting on some boxing gloves, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
You see, now you look at, you're a newsmaker as well. I can add that. You know, I gave you that whole long list of accolades. Now I'm going to tell you you're a newsmaker as well. Look at that.
The #1 pay-per-view fighter of all time. I'm talking about the #1 pound for pound is back, baby, and he's getting it in with us on Fight Club on the 3rd. It's going to be off the hizzle for shizzle, baby.
That gives us something exciting to look forward to, doesn't it?
In a real way. You understand me?
That's beautiful.
Without further ado, let's get back into the show, Al. Where were we before we were interrupted with that great news.
All right. Now, are we getting any questions for Snoop Dogg here, or we're no? All right. So luckily I'm the one that got to ask you the questions. You are, I know, excited for April 17th. I'm excited, and I can't wait. You know, around my house, my stock went up dramatically when I could tell my 21-year-old son that I'm announcing with Snoop Dogg.
My stock went up when I seen the interview with me and you, and I seen your backdrop. Your backdrop was the way you put that in there. When we did the interview, it wasn't there, but when I seen the back, that was nice. It looked like we was on some real professional, top-notch interview. You understand me? So you put stripes on my resume to be able to hold a conversation with somebody as great as you that's been doing it for a long time. Like, that means the world to me to be able to chop up game with you, Al. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I'm excited to be with you, that's for sure. Snoop, thank you very much. We appreciate you being out here, and we can't wait for April 17th. And we are going to be coming right back. Stay with us.
Oh, you want to ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay, we got some press in the house right now that want to holler at the deal double. We're going to give you action. We got a couple questions.
You of all people. Can I ask now, Al?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I guess, Snoop, the first thing is, you know, I know you and Dana White are friends, and is Dana going to lose $1 million because he bet that Jake Paul would not beat Ben Askren?
I don't know. Dana White got to be very careful about that bet right there because my boy Jake really know how to swing them things. You know what I'm saying? You get a fair one and a square one, and I think that we will find out. And if he do lose, Dana White does pay up because I can say that once upon a time, me and him made a bet, and he chased me down in a hotel to give me my money, man, to make sure I got paid. So Dana is a man of his word.
And Snoop, the other thing I want to ask you a little bit like what I asked Joe before, you know, I know you have a separate business and an idea for, you know, and you did very well with the Tyson fight. How do you think what Triller is doing may impact regular boxing, people like Top Rank and Golden Boy Promotions? And do you think that you can help bring their athletes up and where they become bigger on their own platforms as opposed to just on Triller?
I think that this is going to be a great option for fighters because a lot of times, if you notice, it takes a whole lot to get those two fighters to fight, no matter how it's set up. So, for example, if you got this great champion, and they're not fighting each other, what's the holdup? Over here at Triller, if you want to fight somebody, you think you can get down, we're going to lock it up, we're going to make it official, and y'all going to get down and y'all going to get popping. See, what I don't really understand about boxing is when you got a champion over here that's undefeated and a champion over here that's undefeated, why aren't they fighting? You make them dance around everybody else. See, but what we do is we just take whoever want to get cracking, you want to line it up, you want to get busy, you against him, no in-betweens, none of that old, you know, we got to wait to the WBO, whatever, wop, whoop, whoop, bop, just get down. We get down where you mad at. You know, we the option, you know what I'm saying? If you want to really get down without all of that, come over here with us.
And I have one last question for you. Conor McGregor fought Floyd, and obviously that did not go well for Conor. He's one of the great, you know, MMA fighters of all time, and that didn't go well in a boxing match. What makes you think that MMA fighters would be able to transition to fight, you know, I'm not saying to fight celebrities, but to fight actual real boxers and do well, given that they've trained their whole lives in different disciplines?
Well, if you know anything about the gym, a lot of those MMA fighters have to fight from their feet, standing up first. So you got to get a boxing technique about yourself. But I just feel like most good fighters understand the environment that they're in. If you're a good boxer, you're a good boxer. If you're a good MMA fighter, you're a good MMA fighter. To me, I feel like somebody like Khabib or Skinny Bones Jones, they would be great boxers because they fight good from standing up. So I think it's an advantage to whoever has the best boxing skills, no matter if you're in MMA or in boxing. It's all about who has the best boxing skills that night and who's on top of their game and has the most stamina and endurance to last that fight.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. I was only kidding before when I threw the break, but this time I'm serious. You're going to join us again when we get to our main event, Snoop, and we are going to be coming back with more about our fight card and the excitement of April 17th.